So we managed to set up account access. I recommend whenever you are doing a setup for infrastructure, make sure you always use least privileged access. The policies I used in this tutorial, some of them are limited, some of them are too open. So make sure you also follow the instructions and also the security guidelines that you have for your specific organization. Then for the infrastructure as code, I tried to break down everything into individual modules. If you have a better way of doing things, make sure you also share that in the comments of the video below. For the load balancer controller, some people will say that each application should have its own load balancer. Well, that's fine for your use case. For someone else who says they want to use a single load balancer across, let's say, all development applications and then all staging applications, you can use the approach in this video. Then for someone who says maybe they want to mix it, maybe for production, each application should have its own LB, and then for the other environments, it should be shared to save on costs. You can also find this video valuable. For the part of the sample applications, I used YAML for Kubernetes. You can decide to use Helm to generate the manifest for you. So Helm will also help you automate such setups easily in your CI/CD pipeline, whereby you can reuse a single chart and just change the Docker image and also the values.yaml file. We reviewed the tags that we are supposed to set. We had a few debugging scenarios whereby when running the setup, you might have realized we had a spelling issue somewhere in the locals.tf or in the data.tf or even in the main.tf files or even within the module folders. I shared a few debugging steps that I made to just give you a sense of what you should do on your end while running this setup on your own. Your errors might be different and they might look the same to mine, but to get you going, you'll have a copy to the code repository that we used for this tutorial, and then you'll be able to compare side by side what you have and what is in the reference repository. Then we had 3 sample applications. The default backend, it serves as the default landing for any hostnames that are not registered by Ingress that are pointing to our subdomain. Then for the Bloom demo, this is a demo application with links to our social sites. We also have the game that we just played towards the end after installing it. There are a few links and references that will also be put in the shared repository README, so make sure you check them out. For you to learn more about Ingress annotations, check out this link. For you to learn about EKS LB setup and also to follow along the AWS guidelines, check out this link. For you to understand how the OIDC provider is set up and why it's required, also check out this last link. More additional links will be added for your reference just to get you started. For any questions, any support, any queries, make sure you reach us on support@bloomlessons.com. Our website is at bloomlessons.com, where you can find interesting content on infrastructure as code and also on psychology lessons. And this marks the end of this tutorial. See you in our next tutorial, and make sure you click on the subscribe button below to promote our content. Like the video and also share to the people you know to be most helpful. See you soon.